Welcome to Every Movie I've Ever Seen. Today, the movie that I'm going to be talking about is Wind River. Uh, this is a film starring Jeremy Renner, Elizabeth Olsen, and Jon Bernthal, so it's kind of like a little MCU thing with Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, and The Punisher, if Jon Bernthal is even still going to be playing The Punisher going forward. I hope so. He's really good as the Punisher. He's really good in this too, and he's really good as Punisher. He's really good in Baby Driver. I don't know. I just when he was announced as Punisher, I was kind of against it because I'd only known him as Shane from The Walking Dead, and he's really not good in that. Walking Dead has always been wasting people's potential. Norman Reedus has been wasting his potential on there for years, and now they got just freaking Jeffrey Dean Morgan on there. It's disappointing. But anyway, Wind River. Wind River is a pretty good film. It's basically just like a western in the snow, which is good because I've always liked snowy setting movies. Like The Thing, for example. So that's nice. That any movie that's in the snow is going to be something that I'm interested in at least. I'm not too big on westerns, although this is, of course, a much more modern western because it doesn't actually take place in the Old West. But it still has elements of a western that have just kind of been adapted to this, Indian reservation setting. Instead of horses, they ride snowmobiles. There's still a shootout. It still ends, with this real sense of justice towards the villain, I suppose. It's been a little bit since I've seen the movie. It might be worth rewatching. It's definitely very cathartic. The villain getting his justice because that guy, I think his name was Pete. He's a really scummy character. The whole thing that happens to Jon Bernthal's character and his girlfriend, it was really like just a horrible thing that happens. And I guess they're all just terrible people because not one of them tries to like stop this situation, and in no way did Jon Bernthal do anything that like escalated or made it worse. He's neither of them are at fault. It just seemed like all those people were just horrible, terrible people. I guess, I don't know, that makes sense. They all work together. They're all friends. They all hang out. Yeah. There's definitely more to this movie that I just can't, I don't know, think of or talk about because I haven't seen it in a little bit. I know there's the whole aspect of Jeremy Renner's character, who's like a wildlife guy. He is his own daughter. I think went missing and died, and so he's kind of trying to atone for that. And then you have Elizabeth Olsen's character. She's a rookie FBI agent, I believe. And then there's other characters, like the girl who died. She's got family, and I think Jeremy Renner's character knows them. Just maybe he's friends with her dad, if that's correct. And all these people are good in the movie too. Jeremy Renner is really good in this, and Elizabeth Olsen is good. Talk about wasted potential. Honestly, I think Jeremy Renner is really wasted in the MCU movies. And I guess it's not too bad that Hawkeye has such a small role in the MCU, considering Jeremy Renner is able to still make movies such as this. When I believe the MCU has been going on for a while. Once this started, this is probably 2017. I want to say this came out. I'm not sure. I didn't watch it in theaters or anything. I'm not sure exactly why. I mean, I probably watched it just because of the cast. It's a good cast. But, I didn't see it in theaters or anything, so I'm not sure exactly when I would have seen it. It's probably maybe a year or two ago. But yeah, it's a good movie. I like it. It doesn't hit me particularly as it may hit other people, I suppose. It's just it's a well it's a well done film, I suppose you could say. There's good acting. It's a good story. Relatively speaking, it's a good story. Obviously, terrible things happen with it. The shootout scene is very good. That moment with the deputy, and he tells that they're trying to flank them, and he says to Elizabeth Olsen's character, you didn't see it. So that was a nice moment, very tense. But yeah, it was a good movie. I liked it. For what it's worth. I don't think it didn't hit me. Like I said, it didn't hit me as much. But sometimes, even if a movie doesn't affect me as much, I can still appreciate it for the quality that it is. And that's all I've got to say about Wind River.